Hey, good morning, everyone. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Happy Tuesday. I'm up in Area 4 at Del Nor-Wiggins Pass State Park in North Naples, Florida. 68 degrees. 68 degrees right now. Expecting today's high to get up into the upper 70s, maybe get up to 80. We'll see what happens. But sadly, we are still dealing with the red tide here. I've been seeing dead fish along the shore as I've been walking along the sandbar, and here I just came across a lot of the little dead bait fish that we've been seeing swimming along the beach, the edge of the beach. So sad. So sad. Things were starting to really look good here. This is when we start to have the problem with our birds. They'll start eating these dead little fish and ingesting the toxins from the red tide and getting sick. It's a vicious circle, the red tide, a vicious circle. There's an eel. A dead eel going by. So sad seeing this. It brings back some terrible memories. Terrible memories. So red tide has its grip on us here in North Naples once again. A lot of smaller fish today. A lot of smaller dead fish on the beach. All over here, over here, over here. Oh, please, red tide, go away. Just when we were starting to see all the live fighting conchs crawling around and the olive shells and the sea stars, just when it looked like we were finally recovering from that terrible round of red tide we had several years ago, here it comes again. Well, there's a nice little scallop shell. Something positive. Beautiful little scallop shell. Little catfish. A baby catfish. What's left of a mullet. A lot more dead fish on the beach this morning. A lot more. A wider variety as well. A little snapper. Greenbacks, the catfish, the little snappers. Oh, sad. The little needlefish. A little needlefish. So sad. It's not good. Oh. This is starting to look all too familiar. All too familiar. Not a good morning. Not a very happy beach walk this morning. This morning I don't want to see any dolphins. I hope the dolphins stay away. Stay away from this red tide. Well, I do see a little life here, I think. I think there's a live fighting conch down here in the sand. Yep. There's a live fighting conch. I hope it doesn't take its toll on these conchs. What do we got down here? Beautiful, alive lightning whelk. Beautiful. Look at that. That is a live lightning whelk. How cool is that? How cool is that? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I think this is I want to see if it moves around. Beautiful little olive shell, but I don't know if it's alive. The snail just kind of hanging out of the shell. Not seeing any movement. I think that one's history. I don't see any movement from that whelk either. When I touch it, normally it would close right up, but nothing happening. So that what I thought was a live lightning whelk is a dead lightning whelk. What a shame. What a shame. Darn red tide. Go away. Here's a, well, it's alive. A beautiful, it's alive for now anyway, a beautiful specimen of a spiny cockle shell. It's still alive. It closed up when I picked it up. Beautiful shells. See, he's opening up there. Oh boy. Mother Nature. She does what she's going to do. We can't stop it. Can't interfere with her. But it is sad. I have to look at some of these sites here. It's not the first time we've been through this, and it's definitely not going to be the last time. I'm not smelling the red tide. I mean, obviously you can see it. You can see by the color of the water here that it's here. Half-eaten fish. That's what I don't like seeing. The fish that have been eaten by the birds and other fish. Here I was kind of looking forward to the low tide and the sandbar and maybe doing some shelling. Kind of lost my enthusiasm. And there's a big mullet. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. At least I'm not gagging from the smell. I'm seeing quite a few live cockles. I'm just wondering if they're out here taking their last breath. Now there's a whiff of the red tide. I'm wondering if these fighting conchs are alive. Yeah, this one was moving around in its shell. This one was showing some signs of movement. Definitely moving around. How much longer? I don't know. Well, I just saw a dolphin pop up. Saw a dolphin pop up out there. I don't know what way it's going. There it is. Looks like it might be heading down the beach. Oh, it's kind of milling around out there. Oh, it stinks here. Stinks, stinks, stinks. Phew. I can't stand around here, sorry. I've got to move on. Let's come up over here. Oh, I really don't want to see our dolphins here. I wish they'd go somewhere else where the water's cleaner. Phew! Yuck. Ah, there he was. Can't see any ripples in the water. I don't know which way the dolphin's going. It's just going kind of back and forth. Just hanging out there. God, it stinks. Waves are really starting to kick up. That's why it probably smells so bad. The waves stirring up the red tide. Ugh. Trying to follow the dolphin, but he's moving so slow. Can't figure out where he's going to come up. We're on the left there. I'm going to move up the beach here. I just can't take the smell. I'm sorry. I'd like to watch the dolphin out here, or at least try to watch it. But now my eyes, I'm starting to feel the red tide in my eyes because of these waves. It's really strong right in here. Out in the water by the skybox in area 3. That dolphin's still hanging out there. Ugh. Stinkola. Venus sunray down here. Oh, nice. An empty shell. Nice Venus sunray shell. Those are beautiful shells. We'll just take a stroll up to the north here. The dolphin's slowly making its way up to the north there. I turned and I just saw it pop up out here. Getting out of where it was, the odor was really strong here. It's not as bad here. I just saw it come up as I turned and looked out here into the Gulf. There he was. Did you see it in the back left there, the upper left? It's moving farther offshore. See him out there? Whew. Now it's getting bad again, the red tide. There's the dolphin. Not very active. Normally I'd just be ecstatic about seeing the dolphin. I'm just so worried about him with this red tide. I don't ever want to see a dead dolphin on the beach again. That was the most horrible thing I ever witnessed here. Just one lone dolphin. I don't think it's going to come in any closer. It's pretty shallow. Oops, it's getting ahead of me. It's getting ahead of me now. Just moving north up the beach. Darn. Now he's picking up his pace. So overcast out here, I can't see the water. I really can't see any kind of trail from the dolphin, any bubbles or anything out there. But it's just slowly moving north now. Dang it, he's getting way ahead of me here now. Let's just try and get you a better look at him, but he's getting away from me. He's really picked up his pace. Oh, there he was over on the right. Oh well. There he was. He's trucking on by. Maybe we'll catch up with him at the north end here. Oh, sad, sad, sad. If you're just tuning in here, we are still dealing with the red tide. Still got dead fish washing up on the beach. Fish, eels. A lot more variety of fish now washing ashore than yesterday. Catfish. These are little baby catfish over here. Little greenbacks, the little bait fish. We saw a very big concentration of those little bait fish earlier this morning. Just right in here is where they were. Just like a whole school of them. Caught up. Yeah. There's more of them right there. These are those little greenbacks that we would see by the millions. Let's see the fishermen with their cast nets along the shore catching them. Sad, sad, sad to be seeing this again. Just kind of snuck up on us. don't know where that dolphin went. Got ahead of me. I don't know what kind of fish these are. Big flat. So sad. I don't know what they are. Are those angelfish? That is so sad. What kind of fish is that? Absolutely beautiful, beautiful fish. So sad seeing it washed up on the beach. Man, fish just keep washing up. They just keep washing up onto the beach. Ugh. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. Good morning.
No more shells, but
Yeah, it's hard. It's like eating potato chips.
yeah.
I just feel so bad. Just, 3 months ago, we were seeing all these sandbars coming to life. Remember all the sand dollars we saw down on Vanderbilt Beach? Just thousands and thousands and thousands of live sand dollars. And all the little olive shells crawling around on the beach. Everything was starting to make a huge comeback. Fighting conchs, the sea stars, and now we got to look at this. Ugh. Just terrible. Just all the different species of fish. I'm telling you, it's not good when you start seeing multiple species. How sad is that? How sad is that? Such a beautiful little fish. Dead because of the red tide. Needlefish. The little greenback bait fish. All have their eyes pecked out by the birds. What a way to end a horrible year. What a way to end one of the most horrible years in history. And there's just a ton of seagulls up here, a ton of shorebirds. See this seagull eyeing this dead mullet over here. They start pecking at him. But look at all the little bait fish down there. There's a pile of pelicans out in the water out there. A pile of pelicans. Stop eating those dirty dead fish. Gosh. And the water's just horrible looking. What is this? A jack? Is that a amberjack? And they just keep washing up. Now these poor little birds don't know what they're in for. So sad. Just what we need. No, there is one word, 2020. Going out with a bang. They just keep washing up. Feel sorry for these birds eating them.
And that's, I just wish I could say the birds go away.
Right.
Don't eat them. You're
I mean,
gonna get sick.
they're pretty strong, the birds, but
Boys, these down here are just huge.
yeah.
Oh my word. So profound.
And you see all the pelicans sitting out there, and I just saw a dolphin. It's like, I don't want to see a dolphin.
Yeah.
Go away, dolphins.
Exactly. And the herons and
Yep.
oh my God.
I'd rather see nothing here right now.
Yeah.
And you can see the color in the water. It's really obvious today. The reddish brown.
Sad. So sad.
So are you picking up all the dead fish?
No. But
You're actually finding trash out here?
Little garbage. Yeah. Kevin was teasing me. He said, we can get you a bucket if you want to pick up that fish.
A bucket and a grabber.
I think I'll pick it up.
Yeah, they're going to have their hands full today.
Did they pick them up?
Yeah. And there's a place that grinds them up into fertilizer.
Huh. Oh, it's
Yep, it is. Yep, it is. I mean, you just how long's it going to last? The $1 million question. You know, sometimes in 2 or 3 days and it's gone. But 3 years ago it was here for 6 months. It was terrible.
My brother-in-law, Cindy and Devin,
Uh-huh.
here, they were staying at our place. They thought, okay, well, we'll just go down and see. So they drove in here, and the stench was so
Yeah.
bad. She just came down and looked at the edge, and it was just wall-to-wall fish.
Yeah, I mean,
They got in the
this
car
is
and
bad,
drove
but
to the
nothing
East
like
Coast.
that
Yeah,
was.
They got in the car and drove to the East Coast and spent
Yeah.
their vacation over in the Fort Lauderdale area.
yeah.
'Cause she
I mean,
said-
that was just literally one
Yeah.
fish after the other, just
Yeah.
piled up on the
Yeah,
beach. It was
yeah,
terrible.
She said that was just unreal.
And the people that even lived close to the beach,
Yeah, yeah.
all in these condos, they were
well, that's
having
right.
issues.
Our old condo was over here, and that was what they were experiencing, respiratory
Yeah,
issues.
yep.
So they took off. They went over to the East Coast.
No, it was,
Oh, my.
yep. It just doesn't seem to get any better. It's the worst. We're going to erase it from our lives. So sad. Mackerel. Some big mullet. Big mullet. It's just endless, endless, endless. It is heart-wrenching to see this again. It is. I mean, it's not pleasant. I'm not having a good time, believe me, but I want people to see what's going on. You hear about it on the news, but you don't get to see it as in-depth as this. Seeing is believing, and maybe one of these days we'll figure out a way to combat this red tide. But for now, we just got to live with it and get angry every time it happens. All the things that I like to take pictures of, this beautiful dead tree. Now it's not so beautiful. Oh. You're gonna fish out here today? Bad red tide. It's all along the beach. It's horrible. It came in really bad starting over the weekend. Yeah, I'd check before you go to Sanibel, but it's really bad in North Naples. Right now, we've got it the worst between Barefoot and Vanderbilt. It didn't show on the map a lot of red tide at Sanibel. Yeah, they'll let you know. I mean, oh yeah, you can see it. The water's reddish brown now. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of species of fish along the beach. Yeah, it's not going to be a pleasant walk.
Forget about fish.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad up here. Oh, the red. Oh, horrible up here. Absolutely terrible. The stench. Oh. You can see the dead fish. See them out there just swirling around. Oh. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Fisherman Sal was totally unaware of what's going on out here. He walked out and saw the dead fish up on the beach and was just, what the heck is happening? If you don't know what red tide is, get in the description of this post here. And I've got a link that will take you to a couple links that'll take you to more links, and you can learn all about red tide. There's a lot of myths about red tide that aren't true. We have several different issues with our water down here. We have blue-green algae, we have the red tide algae, which are two totally different animals. Such beautiful, beautiful species of fish to see like this. So sad. Boy, it really stinks up here at Wiggins Pass. Here, if I might be wrong, but this actually looks like the red algae on the beach here, actually caught up in the sand. Never seen that before. Gonna have to do a good rinsing off here. There's another eel, another dead eel. I just hate seeing the little birds pecking at these dead fish. The bigger fish, all the bigger fish, the majority of them are mullet. Very unpleasant beach walk this morning. I was excited about catching a low tide and coming out and doing some shelling. Just not working out that way. Barefoot beach over there on the other side of the pass. Well, I think I'm gonna. Oh, there's a mackerel. What a shame. Beautiful speckled mackerel. Beautiful fish. Such a beautiful fish. I think it's a mackerel, or is it a trout? I don't know. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. No matter what it is. Oh, and it just continues right up around the corner. Yes, there's a dead crab. Several dead crabs. Well, I think I've had enough of this.
What is this?
What's that?
Why are all the fish dead?
Redtide.
Red
Been
tide.
on the news for
Is it?
4 days now.
Yeah, we haven't watched it. Is it once
Nope.
a year or?
Nobody can predict it. No, it's just unpredictable. It's always out in the Gulf. It's always out in the Gulf.
Yeah.
You just don't know when it's going to come in.
Yeah.
But it's been bad now for 3 days here.
Just starting.
Yeah. How can people come out to the beach and not know what's going on? That just amazes me. Especially with all the other crap going on in this world, you think you'd be paying attention to the news. I was going to show you a ton of pelicans over here. Look at all the pelicans over there at Barefoot Beach. Look at them all on the point there, out on the sandbar. That's a gaggle of pelicans. That is a lot of pelicans over there. That's not true. Every year it is not the same situation. Last year, gosh, we hardly had any red tide. Same with this year. Same with this year. Until now. It is something we just have to deal with, though. Look at all those birds over there. Over at Barefoot Beach. More pelicans flying in. Well, if you appreciate what I do, you can send some stars. Or consider becoming a regular monthly supporter of Southwest Florida Television. Nobody pays me to come out and do these live feeds in the morning. So your financial support is pretty important. You can also find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. If you want to send a little thank you, a little tip, gratuity, whatever, it is always appreciated, especially this time of year. It's not always butterflies and roses out here during our beach walks, as you can see. But I'm not here for tourism. I'm just here to let you know what's going on. Well, thanks for tagging along. We'll see what happens tomorrow. See if things get better or worse. Pray for the better. Pray for the better. Hopefully this will get out of here before Roy's birthday on Sunday. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a friend. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday wherever you are. Stay safe. Until my next live feed for Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. God bless.